I'd like to think so. I've come here twice, so hopefully someone knows my name here in South Africa by the end of it. But you never know. There's always more work to be done. So.
Definitely the last month when I was in the classroom, Ocean View Secondary, from the second day on, I had 3 classes every day that I taught, the same 3. And it was really fun. Not only did I get one-on-one with the kids and really get to know them and really get to teach them a lot, I got to, I know I took a lot of some of my methods of teaching that luckily my host mom, her best friend, was an 8th grade math teacher, which is what I got stuck teaching with. And she taught me a lot of interesting methods of how to go about certain lessons that we were doing, and I know that now the teacher that I left with was used some of the same methods that I used in his class, and he'll continue to use them. And I think that improves the overall education system in that class. That they're going to get a better idea of certain lessons now because he's going to continue that on, stuff like that.
I have, especially, with the few kids that I've worked with, I just saw, like I saw them, especially in Ocean View, I saw them like learning from me, like learning their numbers or learning how to like find the information in the classroom. So I know that they learn from me, but I think more so they just learn that I hope I just inspire them to keep going, and especially the kids from Massey. I hope that I've kind of lit a fire in them that they already had, but just I helped them in finding that they are capable of extraordinary things.
Yeah, it was definitely tough at times. You can see the drugs being dealt through the fence of the school, and it's very disheartening when you see that. When you I've seen drugs being dealt in the classroom that I've managed, and it's definitely disheartening when you do see that. And a lot of the kids, unfortunately, are on drugs, and you can see that. And anything that you say, they have trouble taking to heart, and I think that's been difficult about it. But at the same time, you do meet students that that are shining stars, really. You meet students that I was working with one of the kids. His name is Antonio, and he is in 10th grade in the Pure Maths class. He's the only student that actually passed the Pure Maths exam in the entire school. In the June examinations, and got a chance to work with him after school a couple of days, and actually last Friday he was just so excited about doing math that we did math for 4 hours after school on a Friday afternoon. And I don't care where you are in the world, very rarely do you find a student that's 16 years old that wants to do 4 hours of math on a Friday afternoon. So he just loved it, and I loved working with him, and I know that he'll go far. And you also just meet students. There's actually one student that I didn't know too well, but actually talked to me after class one of the days, and she actually started crying, and I didn't really understand what was going on, but as she shared more, she actually talked to me about her drug addiction and about how she wanted to turn her life around. And it was very powerful for me. I never thought that a student would want to be that vulnerable with me, especially since I haven't been at the school for that long, and I haven't known this particular student for that long. But she kind of just like openly, talked to me about all of these things, and she was, kind of tearing up, and she was, so it was like, I think, as a teacher, one of the things that you do, one of the joys of being a teacher is that you do get to make a difference in these students' lives, and you get to develop a very close relationship with a lot of them. And sometimes it's hard because you do see the students that are on drugs, but other times you see the students that want to get out of it, or you see the students that
I think so. I think that, I didn't do anything grand, but definitely just being able to interact with each and every student that I did come in contact with was great and amazing. And just helping out in little ways, like helping out with the cross-country meets or going to mosque or whatever it was. I do feel like we did make a huge difference, yeah.
I think that all of us being here has made a difference.
The other night when we had some of the students from that program came over and had made an individual art project for each one of us. You know, you think, I hope I've made impact, I hope I've made a difference, and I can't believe, as I take that home, I think we did make a difference, I think, on a lot of levels, but for them to stop and make something for each one of us, I feel like it was such an honor to have worked with them. I think we've really, hopefully, given them a little bit of inspiration, and they gave it